Good morning. I'm Meg Michelson, and welcome to Tuesday Connect. And I'm a few minutes late today because life is wonky. And that's okay. And that's where we are all at these days, it seems. And I have some things going on with someone I love very much. And so it's very painful. And it's real. So I'm a meditator. I'm a intuitive therapist. And I'm an essential oil integrative healer with a life that is not any easier than anybody else's. So the meditation, I did a meditation this morning outside in the rain. It started to rain while I was meditating. And that was really nice. I just sat in the rain and it felt so good. It felt healing. It felt centering. Today I'm going to read something from God and Love on Route 80, which was a gift to me from my brother Mark, by Stephen Post. Lovely book. It's really a lovely book. And this is just so appropriate. Sometimes I just trust and open a page, say, what is it I need today? And this is really what I needed today. When people are overwhelmed by illness, we must give them physical relief, but it is equally important to encourage the spirit through a constant show of love and compassion. It is shameful how often we fail to see that what people desperately require is human affection. Deprived of human warmth and a sense of value, other forms of treatment prove less effective. Nowhere in the heart, unconditional love. And overwhelmed by illness, we give them physical relief, except what if it's an emotional illness? How then, when people push us away, when people say they don't want help, how do we help them? We've all been there. So we want to go to our heart space, gather ourselves in, and know we're not alone because we have this beautiful connection to a divine beauty, to a collective mind, to a great mind. It's always there. And whenever I connect in that way, I feel peace. And from the place of peace, perhaps answers will come. And sometimes they don't. We don't always have the answers when we're seeking spirit because there's divine order. There's a grace. And answers aren't always easy. Problems aren't always solved in a moment. Yet that calm is still so important because every time we're taking on someone else's pain, we are in that place of, now what? Is this going to hurt me or help me? Or am I codependenting? So asking yourself, is this something I can solve? No. If it's your child and your child is young, it's easier. But for those of you that are parents or married or in a relationship, or even if you have a best friend and they are struggling, we can't solve it, can we? But we can love them. We can love them through a constant show of love and compassion. And all people desperately seek love and compassion. That was said by the Dalai Lama in this book, by the way. And we know when we suffer because other people suffer, or watching someone suffer emotionally, the mind is in its own place, and it itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. The mind is in its own place, and in itself can make a hell of heaven or a heaven of hell. So when we see someone struggle, we perhaps become tormented just the same. We become tormented just the same. And so in all of that, we get to decide, how can I do this? How can I be around someone that is struggling so much and not open to assistance? I can love them. I can love myself. And I can stay connected to that divine place. That divine place. That place where I know I'm not alone. That place where I can get back to my center and be in calm. So if you're willing, I'm going to have you grab an essential oil. And I do believe I left mine on the bathroom counter, the one I wanted to use. And that's okay. There's one called Gary's Light that I was going to use today. I use it every day, but I was going to use it in meditation. Young Living's founder, Gary Young, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man. And it was created in his honor because he passed away 2 years ago. So grab an oil that you love the smell of. Put it in your hands. Inhale it. Let yourself really feel it as it goes down the nasal passages into the chest and the heart. And then if you're willing, close your eyes. Have your feet on the floor. Or if you're sitting on the floor, I'm sitting on the floor today. With your eyes closed, you may still smell the oil if it's in anywhere from your hands, and it leaves that beautiful residual in your nose. Or keep your hands cupped to your mouth and nose. And take a nice, slow, easy inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Notice the thoughts. Let them know you'll get back to them later. Let them go. There's always time for more thoughts. We give thoughts way too much time, don't we? We can change that. And we're doing that right now. Let the thoughts go. Just allow yourself to breathe, focusing on the inhale, the air through your nostrils, the rise and fall of the chest and the belly. If you feel tightness, allow your shoulders to pull up and drop them back down. Get yourself in your body. Imagine that loved one that you know is struggling. Imagine him or her in front of you. Him, her, or they, him, her, or they in front of you. Imagine holding their hands, facing them. You could be sitting or you could be standing. Just put them in front of you in your mind's eye and hold their hands. Not telling them what to do, not trying to fix it. Just allowing yourself to send them love, compassion, kindness. Love, compassion, kindness. And if emotion rises, that's okay. Let it come. And yet still know we can connect to love, compassion. It's all there, isn't it? Kindness. So continue to send the love from your heart to their being. You can see it perhaps. Maybe it's a color. Maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe it's a sense of knowing. Whatever it is, continue to send it in silence. And every time your mind drifts, go back to imagining the love from your heart space to their being as you're looking at them and holding their hands. As this continues, if you feel resistance, fear, or perhaps you feel the resistance from the person you're sending love to, maybe they're just not ready to receive it. That's okay. Allow yourself just to continue to send it towards them. Whether or not you're holding hands, compassion, love, kindness, understanding. We don't always know the depth or the root of someone's pain. Yet we know in our whole being that that person still needs love. That's wise. Living with that connection to greater spirit and wisdom. Sometimes, most times, it's very uncomfortable to see someone in pain. We feel that urgency and that angst, and we want to fix it for them. We want them to fix it. We know they can. We might even think we know the answer, but we don't. What works for us may not work for another. Yet we can hold them in a safe container by surrounding them with love. And every time they come up in our mind, we send them love. And if it's a person you have contact with, you may still send them love. Just text them throughout the day, hey, I'm thinking of you. Perhaps share a funny story or a story where they touched your life with them. Instead of worry, imagine if we all send love. So if you're willing, start to feel your feet on the ground. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Take a nice, slow, easy inhale and raise your shoulders to your ears with the inhale. Pause. Exhale and drop the shoulders down and back. Perhaps touch your finger pads together. Thumb to finger. Thumb to finger. Perhaps cup your hands over your nose and mouth and see if you still have any remnants of the beautiful essential oil you inhaled earlier. Allow that to bring you back to where we are right here and now. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. Look around the room. Find a being or an object, something you feel affinity for. And if that person crosses your mind, send them love. Let's transform that urgency, that anxiety, that fear. Let's transform it into love and a blessing. May you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And love yourself just as much as you love others. Namaste.